Hello, namaste.
Hi.
How are you all? So, entering into 12th, becoming the seniors, most excited, right? These things come with a small responsibility too, because the most crucial part of the education, class 12th this year. All right. So, I want to show you something. Are you ready? Look at this. Let's make it to stand. No, no, may not be impossible, but very difficult, right? But what about this? Simple, quite easy. No, no, this is not for fun. Listen, it stands here because it has proper base, right? Without proper base, very difficult. So, if you apply the same thing for 12th class, do you think proper basics are required? If yes, what are they? Which topics? We have to study complete 11th again. Not exactly, but there are some major topics we have to remember carefully. So let's see the list quickly. Very small list. Let's see quickly within 10 minutes. Okay, ready? Let's go. So first of all, we should know what chapters are there in 12th. So based on that, we can plan which chapters are important from 11th. Okay. So for this, let us see the list of the topics. First in 12th. These are the two parts of textbooks. Okay, these are the important topics we have. Now, from 11th, what are important? So, to study any of these chapters, the first one we need is kinematics. As usual, motion in a straight line and plane combination. Okay, in that one particularly the equations of motion and also some terminology we use, velocity, acceleration, all these things. Okay, how is it useful? In every chapter, somewhere we talk about movement of some particle or something. So there we have to use these equations. That is compulsory. Okay, we have to study the up to the topmost layer of this chapter, the main equations, not the complete solutions and everything. So some basics of this chapter are important. Okay, so this is kinematics. And now next, what is the next important thing? That is vectors, sir. One of the key concepts and the most important for each and every chapter in 12th except two or three. For example, in first chapter in 12th, there is a concept called Gauss law, which is very important for board exams as well as competitors. Okay, in board exam, this will be one of the long answer questions mostly. This is in first chapter. And what is it depending on? It is depending on dot product of vectors concept from 11th. Similarly, there is one more in fourth chapter of 12th, that is Bio-Savart law. Here T is silent in bio, we call it Bio-Savart law. This depends on cross product. And now you can see the last 10 to 12 year papers. In every paper it can be either it is board exam or mains exam. You can find a question on these two. Okay, if it is board, long answer question, 5 marks. So that is the importance of these things. And what are they depending on? Product of vectors. So like this, there are some other concepts which depend on vectors chapter. I mean vectors subtopic. So here is the list. Just check it. And next thing is work and energy. In this one, potential energy, kinetic energy, and momentum principle, conservation of momentum also. And finally, work done equations. In linear motion, what is the equation? In rotatory motion, what is the equation? These things. Okay, from work and energy. These are also important in some of the chapters. Which chapters? There is a list here. Look at. the list. Finally, equations related to simple harmonic motion and waves. You know, in simple harmonic motion, we have a displacement equation, a sine omega t or cos omega t plus or minus phi, right? And in waves, a sine omega t minus kx or kx minus omega t based on direction of the wave. So that equation for displacements and the terminology like angular frequency, time period, frequency, wavelength, all these things. Okay. Now, based on the simple harmonic motion, the whole chapter of alternating current, chapter number 7 in 12th, is completely based on this. Whereas, based on waves, we have three major chapters. One is electromagnetic waves, followed by wave optics, chapter number 10, and also dual nature, number 11 in 12th. So these three mainly depend on wave nature. That means you have to study the basic equation and main terminology. That's all enough. Okay. So just you have to revise that. And other topics. Gravitation, one of the easiest concepts in 11th. So in this gravitation chapter, these are the subtopics which we can revise. Okay. And then practicing free body diagrams, finding resultant force and all. So this can be useful, right? Anyway, so now you watched this video till now. So I would like to give you some bonus information which will help you to make one chapter very easy. That is comparison between gravitation and electrostatics. There are some similar concepts in these two. Of course, there are differences also, but we are talking about the similarities here. For example, in gravitation, you have Newton's law of gravitation, right? Newton's law says force is equal to G m1 m2 by r square, where m is mass. In electrostatics, that means the first chapter in 12th, we have electrostatic force equation which says F is equal to some constant K into Q1 Q2 by R square. What are we doing? Just interchange mass to charge. I mean replace mass to charge. Simple. Okay, so many equations will come in the same way just by replacing mass with charge. Okay, you can see the list of the concepts here, right? Potential energy, gravitational, electric. Just you have to convert mass to charge. You will get the electric related quantities. Okay, I hope you liked this information. And finally, let us have a quick summary of the whole thing we discussed. What are the important topics we have to study? Kinematics, vectors, work and energy, and simple harmonic motion and wave equations, and some other minor concepts along with gravitation. That's all, sir. You can rock in 12th. And the 12th is, remember, very easy when compared to 11th concepts. So you can easily score. All the best. Please like the video and subscribe. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.